Shane, great to see you again. Thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it a lot. Shane, growing up in the seed business has been your life. Now you're running it. Was that always your plan?
No, I can't say it was always part of my plan as a young boy growing up, and being here in San Diego is even probably a little cooler. But I wanted to be a fighter pilot. So one of my living heroes lives up at Laguna Beach. We got a chance to connect yesterday again, and so we had time to sit down and do some stuff together. So that was great. As I got a little older, then I wasn't sure when I went to college. I knew that I wanted to be in ag, but I don't know that it was the seed business that I wanted to be into, and I got the opportunity after I graduated from college. Then I knew I was going to come home and be a part of the business. Didn't know what my role was going to be, but I loved ag. I loved the values, the people. It's a good living. So
Awesome. So I have a really important question. What would your call sign have been if you were a fighter pilot?
Well, every little kid wanted to be Maverick.
Of course, that's good. I'm glad to not hear Goose. It was Maverick for sure. Excellent. So you're a young guy, and you're a really young guy when we talk about it in the perspective of the seed industry. What do you see looking out as we look out in that 5-10 year range? What do you see coming down the pipe?
Well, obviously technology, the advancements in technology changes everything, the way we do it, the way we think about it. So that's a big piece in changing the way we think about our consumers and what we want to do. I think one of the big changes over the next 10 years is the thing that I see that's different is that we're seeing a drive by the consumer. The consumer's telling us what they want for really one of the first times in a long time, really driving what we do. So I think that's going to change the seed industry and the way we go to our marketplace.
Your group is involved in a number of different crops. You guys are corn, beans, sorghum, wheat, forages. Which one is of most interest to you right now? It's kind of like picking your favorite child a little bit, but what's your favorite and why?
Well, as we look at it from our seed business's perspective, to say that there's one that we pick on, I don't know that we pick on a certain crop necessarily, as we really stay focused on our customers. And we really stay honed in to what our customers' needs are and what's going to make them more profitable. Right now, something that's at the forefront of my mind is probably wheat. Wheat with the new business with Verimax systems that we're deploying right now and doing a soft launch in 2017. Wheat's probably at the forefront of my mind. It's a little interesting because wheat's a low value crop, but definitely
Lots
something.
of potential.
We think there's a lot of potential there. And when we really look at it, we think there's a lot of potential as a loop system, from the grower through the technology that we're deploying with our Verimax systems, all the way to the end user and what they're looking for in a product. We think that we can help bring a system to the entire group.
Right. So being a seedsman is not a simple task. There's a lot of different moving pieces and a lot of different things you need to be thinking about. In your opinion, what would be kind of the top 3 things that as a seedsman you need to be thinking about or have effect on in the coming years?
Well, as a seedsman, I think to say that there's 3 things, but I think it really still always comes back to our customers. Making sure that we stay attuned and to what our customers are looking for, the things that make them successful. And so when I think about, we want to bring our customers choices. It doesn't really matter whether that's traded or non-traded. We're definitely seeing the diversity that's starting to hit to the marketplace now with the downturn and the commodities. And so I don't know that I would put 3 things. It still boils back to our customers, what they need, the services that they need, and treating them the way that they need to be treated.
So if we take a step back from that and look at the industry as a whole, what is there an issue that you think we need to be focused on as an industry?
It's about farmers making money, and so farmers, we're in tight times, margins need to be cut, but yet they have, their inputs, and they're so landlocked with their inputs. And we've seen fertilizer prices come down. Obviously, we get pushed all the time with where our seed prices are, and so it's really making us really look back at our strategy and the different and growing environments that our customers see in Kansas, Nebraska, and Oklahoma. There's a lot of diversity that happens there. So making sure that we're, do they need double pro? Do they need a trade? Is it conventional that they're looking for when we talk about corn? And value added in soybeans, as we see some of the value things change as we move forward.
Absolutely. Speaking of values, you, like many independent seedsmen, are always managing that work-life balance, trying to get everybody everything that they need and want. Can you talk a little bit about that? What's your take on that? How do you work towards that work-life balance?
Well, I mean, as I look at our family and how we bring everybody into the businesses, everybody's got to have a role within the business. And I think, as you know, we've looked back even with our operations, but a lot of the operations that we've seen is, you know, Dad made the decisions and the boys did the work, and that's kind of how you did it. And so as we've seen that and we've seen that transition, really making sure everybody understands their role, and when they have a role, they make those decisions and they have a real place within the business. And so putting that work-life balance so that, you know, everybody has a place in the business and they feel like they have that as their piece of the business is important to our family.
You seem like a grounded guy to me, Shane. Is there a motto or a touchstone that you go back to in your life as for guidance for touching back to?
Yeah, I'm a pretty simple guy, not real complex in a lot of ways. But one I always think of when I think of our seed business, about our customers, when I think of our customers is, you know, do unto others as you'd want them to do unto you. I think it's a good ground to be, you know, you treat people the way that you want to be treated. You'll understand the needs that they want and those types of things. When I think about our business, one of the mottos that I've been going with for quite a while is basically around, you know, the fear of indecision, you know, is the greatest thief of opportunity.
Right.
And so fear equals to the biggest thing that would limit us from growing our business.
Right.
So not being afraid to make the decisions that we make, you know, making decisions and running with them, but always keeping the fact that our customers are in the forefront of our mind, and we believe that that's why we've been successful the last several years and really grown our business.
You know, it strikes me, it reminded me of a story from my son, Shane, that I told him that he was brave about some work that he'd done with some of his friends, and I told him that he was brave, and he said, well, actually, I don't really think I was that brave because it wasn't scary to me. And so without fear, can you be brave? And so that's been the dialogue. So it's interesting to hear your point that don't let fear get in the way.
Yeah.
Jump in with both feet and go make some things happen. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Great.
Shane, thanks very much for the chat.
Yeah, appreciate it.